You are listening to the Bob Culture Podcast. We got to shout out our sponsors here at the BCP. Guys, check out Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore over in Englishtown Flea Market.
Hi, Dan. Hi, Heather.
New Jersey. What do we got? G.I. Joes, Ghostbusters.
We got horror. We got wrestling. We got video games. They always have great stuff in the store, always stocked to the gills. I might actually go there tomorrow.
Best store in the world. Our favorite store.
Some of our favorite people, too. I love them.
That's it. And also got to shout out our new sponsors here for May, the No Gimmicks Podcast. Podcast that keeps it 100% real 100% of the time. Check them out on all your podcast platforms. And they have a Facebook group, the No Gimmicks Podcast fan page. Check them out. Let's do some interviews, Goodest brother.
Let's do this.
Stay tuned.
Hello, I'd like to welcome you to paradise, where everyone is riding on a satellite, sending signals, praying for miracles. We should have seen this coming.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here at 80s Wrestling Con, pre-recorded live, here talking Last Match Musical with two of the co-producers of this amazing up-and-coming musical. Noons, what, you saw it twice, I saw it three times, and now we're honored to be standing here with two of the co-producers. We got Mike and John. Guys, welcome in. Thanks for a few minutes. How are you guys?
Thank you for having us on.
Of course, man.
Yeah,
of course.
Coming out to the show and supporting it.
Of course,
Absolutely.
Absolutely love it. I apologize we don't have 4 microphones.
No, it's all good. We're good at sharing. It's all good.
We're working our way up. You know, this ain't a Last Match Musical production because your guys' production was amazing.
Thank you.
I was skeptical going into it because I know the worlds of wrestling. I know the worlds of theater. I talked to Jeremiah. Jeremiah seemed to be an impassioned wrestling fan, so I was feeling better about it. I went. I took my dad. You took your girlfriend, Noons.
Yeah, she absolutely loved it. She loved the mother.
Oh my God.
That was her favorite character.
The mother is top notch. Yeah.
Were you guys? I mean, you guys put this thing together. I'm sure you guys were very confident when this came together. How are you feeling going into those first performances?
I mean, I'll say going into it initially, before it was brought to our attention, I wouldn't have married the two things together. It wouldn't have crossed my mind at all. But when we met with Jeremiah, he spoke so passionately about wrestling, something that we love, you know, and that's why we're here, but something that we've loved our entire lives, you know, and he showed us some concept art, showed us some music from it, and, you know, we came on. I was doing the graphic design work for it. John's doing the video editing, and we became co-producers through that. And every step of the way, we've just been proven, like, how much he cares about wrestling, how much the writer really, Jason, just
any doubts we had, which were very small, were just completely just obliterated once we saw how dedicated and passionate Jeremiah and Jason were towards this project, and that they're actual wrestling fans that love this industry that we love. So it was just a beautiful, overall great experience.
It was amazing, and I'm not just putting. This is like a tagline. It should be a T-shirt. I'm not just putting you guys over because you're here. It worked. The amalgamation of all those things, the rock, the music, the wrestling.
I didn't know I wanted a combination of theater fans, like Broadway fans, and wrestling fans. It was one of the hottest crowds, like, concert wrestling show I've ever been to. It was such a cool blend of people because they were all passionate about it, and it's such a good blend of everything.
And that was one thing I was before the first show, I was like, how is it going to be perceived? Are we going to get more musical fans or get more wrestling fans? But as you saw, it felt like a really good, healthy mix of both, and it just worked.
When I took my girlfriend, she's like, so it's a wrestling musical? And I'm like, I really don't know what else to tell you. I was like, I'm hoping for the best, and we had a blast. It was an amazing time. I was like, that's what it is.
Exactly. You just have to be there.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. You have to be there. Yeah.
I believe there were 4 shows so far. They were all great, sold out.
Yeah.
It was amazing to see. But we got to talk to a lot of the cast. Obviously, we know the Vicious one. Alpha, we sat down with for a little bit down in Baltimore, and he said 8 days to train some of these
Which
actors
is wild.
to become wrestlers. What made you guys make the decision? Now, I talked to Jeremiah about bringing ISPW talent, but to say, hey, we're going to train some of these actors to wrestle, because Ramin looked like $1 million.
Oh, he looked fantastic.
Cannonball, whoever played Cannonball, amazing. Like, how did that decision come about, and were you guys happy with the result?
So I wouldn't say that we were involved in the decision making of choosing that Ramin for it, but Ramin, he picked up wrestling like so fast.
He looked like a natural in there.
His training went by so quick, and he just was so comfortable and confident, and it also helped that he has Alpha training him, which is just a massive help. Alpha and Bull training him is
He is a wrestling fan. Like, he grew up loving wrestling. The Iron Sheik was one of his favorite wrestlers, so this was always one of the things he wanted to check off the list, and he was able to do that.
That's so cool.
When he went to Outlaw and got to have that street fight match with Cardona.
Yeah.
That was one of, I think I was more nervous about that than the actual performance of the last match.
I get that, though.
That going? I mean,
all
that's
just nail biters, just seeing Ramin taking bumps, we're like, oh,
I get that,
he's
yeah,
a
I
funny
understand
girl.
that, yeah.
We can't have that happen. But
It's
just awesome.
He stole the show. Cardona made him look like $1 million.
I mean, he already did that on his own.
Such a good work
He
for
looked
Cardona.
amazing.
I got to ask you guys, and guys, follow the Last Match Musical on all the socials. A lot of good stuff. I know things are in the work. You guys probably, and I'm not a hard-hitting reporter, don't worry. You probably guys can't say too much. Anything you can give us in terms of what's next? I see some music being recorded. I'm seeing more social media posts. I'm hearing some, I got a lot of sources. I'm hearing some things here and there. What's next, or at least what are your hopes for the Last Match Musical?
So I can't tell you too much about what's next, but I will tell you that, a little hint, if I'm allowed to say, we have a tour in progress. We're getting everything we need to for that.
Ooh,
So
okay.
that's going to be exciting. New music is being recorded, and it's it's awesome. Sounding fantastic.
Okay.
What do you got?
So we have the tour, we got that. We have something that Angelica, our associate producer, is going to speak to, but we have the Rise with Vengeance Foundation, which at the core
Yeah, she told us
is
about it.
a
It was
very
amazing.
important aspect of the last match. And
That's cool.
helping these other retired wrestlers. So, I mean, she'll speak to that, but that's something we're very, very passionate and excited about.
That's amazing.
Former champ Danny Morrison, Danny Dorn from ECW had to say hello. Guys, that's amazing, and I love the fact, if you have a platform, I feel you should use it to give back. You guys are so early in this process, obviously early success. I feel it's a hit. I'm not being impartial, because I was skeptical going in. I love the fact that you are using that platform to help so many in this business, that are beat up over the years, traveling the world, putting their body, their lives on the line. It's amazing. I love to see that. Real quick, shameless promo, we're all about it here on the BCP. Tell everyone where they can get the merch. I think the Mother shirt was the high seller, right?
As it should be.
Yeah, the Mother shirt is awesome. Dude, all the merch is so good.
Yeah.
The BTD one with the little pocket square is my favorite.
I do like it, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's awesome. And tell us a little bit about your guys. I'm going to say you're a Stone Cold guy. I see the 316. You said you're a wrestling fan.
I dig it.
Oh, wow. What? Oh, I like the Halloween. Okay.
Halloween
I'm here
stuff
for
from
it.
The Witch, aliens and stuff, the Lighthouse.
Oh,
But
boy.
yeah, man, the Attitude Era. That's my bread and butter.
Hell yeah, that's what we grew up with. And you know what? I think every wrestling fan should come see the last match. Even if you,
They should.
Even if you're trying, even if you're the most jaded fan who thinks that like musical, what do you mean? You will open your eyes to a whole new world you've never even thought of experiencing.
It's brilliant. And that first night in particular, the night show, that amalgamation of
That's the first one I was at.
The theater fans,
God, it
along
was
with
so
the
good.
wrestling fans. You have the theater fans, clap after every song. No, we're not doing all that. We have the wrestling fans, the yes, the chants, you still got it. Perfect.
I love seeing how the theater fans reacted to, because in theaters people don't cheer at in the middle of the show. So seeing how they're like, oh my god, people are yelling in the middle of their performance.
Theater,
what is happening here? But
you get your beer, you stand up, you flip off Cardona.
Exactly.
You have a great time.
It's always fun to flip off Cardona.
Bring the kids.
Always fun.
And I I think Cardona, obviously we've been following his career for a while now. He's
Yeah.
killing it everywhere he goes. Everything he touches turns to gold.
Yeah.
He knocked it out of the park. How
Yeah, he
proud
really
of you
did.
guys- how proud were you guys of Matt Cardona? Not only wrestling and milking the crowd and knowing how to work this mixed audience, but also his singing as
He's
well.
fantastic.
Well,
He's
listen,
awesome.
I want to say we were surprised, but we knew he could wrestle.
Yeah.
We knew he was good on the mic. And also, Hosky exists. So we knew he had
That's
some
right.
chops.
That's right.
That's
Hosky.
right. Never forget.
Don't forget Hosky.
Shameless promo I wrote about wrestling and music over on Wrestling Inc. Hosky was one of the things that we
Yes.
spoke about. And tell us what you can, but I think you have some new partners involved. I believe Mickey James is involved as well. Whatever you can share with us.
Yeah, so we have our Legends producer circle. Demolition's a part of that.
Did not know that. Okay.
Mickey
Oh, wow.
James, Bushwhacker Luke, Tito Santana. So that was like an early part of putting this show together, was giving it some legitimacy. And
Yeah.
if you can convince the OGs that this is something worth telling, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
Brutus,
Just
another
gonna
one.
say.
Beefcake.
It's amazing. by
Yeah,
the way.
so, but Mickey James, she came out to the first show, and she loved it.
I didn't realize Mickey James was going to be there. Like me and my girlfriend were watching it. All of a sudden, the door opens and Mickey James just
Leo
walked past me.
Sparrow.
I'm like, "What? I didn't realize she was going to be here.
Yeah,
That's
we
so
had
cool."
Mickey was there. Thunder
Yeah.
Rosa was there
Yeah.
at one of the shows. Chelsea Green
Yep.
was at one of the shows.
Brian Myers, yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool to see all of them come through the door. You don't know who's going to come next.
Yeah.
And as a fan of the Major Pod, it's like almost not surreal because, you know, these people we've interacted with in the past, but it's like, oh crap, I'm listening to you every week, and now
Yeah.
you're here watching this show that we helped
Yeah.
put
I
on.
think
So
Brian was a little skeptical too.
he was so skeptical because I'm listening to the pod. I'm like, oh, we got to show him up. I hear him talking trash.
and it was great. And I think he was blown away as well.
Yeah, from what I
As
heard.
he should.
Real quick, I want to be respectful of your guys' time, but tell us a little bit about your background in theater and Broadway and whatnot, and producing and all that.
None.
Really? Oh, okay.
My background
That's
is
the
in video
best
production.
answer ever.
Really? Okay.
Video production and a love of wrestling, and this project came about, and Mike and I were like, we have, you know, this skill, and it would be amazing to apply it to this thing that we love, and we were big theater fans too, so it was a perfect storm.
That's
honestly,
amazing.
jumping on
Wow.
stage. Seriously, it all happened over Instagram DMs too, jumping into this project.
As most things do.
Yeah.
It seems like all the pieces are falling together perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's been definitely a blessing that we a year ago would not
Yeah.
have imagined that we'd be a part of, and we're so grateful and get to meet people and network with people like you guys and everyone that we're meeting here. It's just incredible. Yeah.
It's awesome. You guys are killing it. Guys, I want to be respectful of your time. Thank you for a few minutes. But before we get out of here, we're all about that shameless promo. Tell everyone where they can follow you on socials. Maybe, I think there's a website. Maybe there'll be more information on a tour coming up soon, like you mentioned. Tell everyone where they can follow, support. What's one of the greatest plays I've ever seen.
Yeah, the lastmatchmusical.com is where you can find us. We have a pro wrestling tee shop as well. In addition to that, John and I run World Wrestling Flashbacks on Instagram and TikTok, so we're out there.
Find us.
They out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, John and Mike, The Last Match Musical, we out.